Then find out mistakes in that advertisement, right? From as you think from your point of view, what are the issues in that advertisement? How you can modify it? Likewise, you can give suggestions. Right? You don't have to recreate it. You can just give your suggestions to the that you can do. Right? So that's what in all three. There is nothing to upload in LMS. You can just present your findings. That's what you have to do. Then 4 and 5 will be case study that you have to upload to LMS. So those case studies I will upload to LMS. So then you can do it as a group and upload the answer. Okay. So that's what the model activities are. So I will let you know what are the deadlines for. I think I have. So I haven't put it. No, the case study submission deadlines were I have mentioned as November 1st, right? So the first 3 activities we have to do before that. I will let you know what is the date. So you can prepare for that. 2 case studies you have to submit by November 1st. Right? So 1 case study is already there. So is it clear about these 3 activities? So in first one, you have to select existing product and introduce it with modifications. Or else you can think about the new product or service. Then prepare these things and pitch it to the class. Right? In the second one, you have to select a product which was there in the market previously but got failed. For example, you know that Apple pump was not there now, right? Apple pump and then there is cheese, monahari, tamakari, and very biscuits. So those products are now not in the market. It got failed due to lack of demand or maybe some issues in taste. So you can search what are the real reasons for failure. You don't have to select Sri Lankan one. You go for a global one. Then you have to reintroduce it with some modification. You can suggest what are the things they can change, what are the solutions to overcome the issues they had faced. But here you have to prepare an advertisement by including those suggestions. And the third one, you just have to suggest how to recreate all TV. You don't have to recreate it. You don't have to do the video. You can just show the all TV commercial and then you can present what are the things that you are suggesting. Right, that's what the Moodle activities are about. And then individual assignment. Here you have to prepare a blog post, right? I will show you some samples later. So blog post, you can prepare it in the Word file, or else if you know any other tools or softwares, you can prepare. So maximum 2 pages will be enough. So here, what you have to do, there has given 4 topics. Among these 4 topics, you have to select one, right? Based on your choice, you can select one. Then based on the topic that you have selected, you have to create the blog. Okay? So that's what you have to do. So in there are no formatting guidelines. You can be creative. You can include pictures, images. It can be colorful. So in that way, it will be the marks will be allocated for the creativity and the content. Okay? So you can go for maximum 2 pages. That will be enough. Then you can submit it to the LMS. There also I have mentioned the deadline. So you can select any topic among these given. So you can search information and then prepare the blog. We will show you some samples which has been done, not to this module, in another module. There are some physical copies. I will show them after the break, right? So then you can get an idea. And or else you can search in internet how to prepare a blog. So that's the individual one. So there is no word count, just the page limitation there. And there is no formatting guidelines. And you don't have to include any references, citations, not needed, right? You can just include your content, pictures, images that you can. So that's the individual one. Then the group one is based on the activity one, which I told you. So in activity one, you have to select new product or an existing product with modifications. So based on that, you have to prepare a report and presentation. So in there, we are doing just a small presentation, 3 minutes one. It need to be presented by the one member of the group. But here, all members of the group need to be present. So additional things that you have to include is, first you have to explain about what is the product that you are going to introduce. So let's say if it is an existing product, then you can first explain this is the product and these are the modifications that you are going to introduce. Or else you can mention about what is the new product that you are going to introduce. What are the features, what are the content it include, what are the functions it has, what sort of sizes. Likewise, you can explain about the product. Then mention about brand name, logo, slogan, same as the activity one. Then this one is new. You have to conduct environmental analysis. In there, you can select either SWOT, PESTEL, 5 forces, which we have done in previous lessons. In there, you have to conduct this environmental analysis in relevant to the product that you have selected, right? Then this one, segmentation, targeting, and positioning, we will be doing this lesson today. After that, you can get an idea regarding how to do this. And then development of marketing plans. So these are also, once we done each lessons, you can get an idea regarding how to do it. Okay? So for the moment, however you are going to do activity one, based on that, you can prepare this. So these are the structure, formatting guidelines are there. So here you have to prepare a report. Maximum word count I have mentioned as 2,500. And presentation also, that means the same content you have to present in class. So all the members of the group need to be present. And maximum time given is 15 minutes. There is no slide limitations. Slide numbers, maximum time will be 50. Okay. So you can prepare between 10 to 15. Can prepare for the presentation. So I will explain these points later once we have done the results. So those are the assessments you are having. So this presentation will be on the last week of this module, which means second week of November, as I can remember. And report submission also on the same week. Same day to. So I have given 3 more days to submit, as I can remember, November 10th or something. 10th or 15th, I cannot remember. You can check the LMS. I have included their submission links. So those are the assessments you are having. So you can start working on Moodle activities, activity 1, 2, 3, and I will upload case studies as well. And then also you can start working on individual. This one you can do later. So any questions? So anything not clear? Okay. Okay. Then deadlines are there. Modal activity, individual assignment, and group report. Then we will start the lesson. You can write down the topic. Segmentation, targeting, and positioning. It's one part in your group assignment. So once we have done the lesson, I will explain that activity. So here first we will be learning about this one, marketing approaches. Then I will come to segmenting, targeting, positioning in that part. So here we have marketing approaches in the sense how we are going to reach customers or how we are going to serve customers, right? So when it's come to an organization, when we are first producing a product, we have to select whether we are going to serve that product to the entire market or else whether we are going to select few customers, right? So likewise, we have to decide to whom that we are going to produce it or to whom that we are going to serve it, right? So for that, we are using different approaches to decide to which customers that we are going to serve, right? So first one is mass marketing. Mass marketing in the sense we are going to serve to the entire market, right? Now when it's come to, if you consider about Sri Lankan context, some companies are there, they are producing product to the entire Sri Lankan customers, right? Or sometimes even in other countries' customers. That means without considering or without selecting few, they do produce product by targeting all the customers in the market. That's we call mass marketing. So in there, we are not going to consider about individual customer needs. So we will be focusing on common needs of people, right? So when it's come to customers, they do have common needs. So to satisfy those common needs, if we produce products and if we are targeting entire customers in the market, that's we call mass market, right? So any examples for products that you know which satisfy common needs? Then have a customer customer target level products. Sanitary products, yes. Mostly those essential products, right? Like soap, toothpaste, toothbrush. Those are mostly targeting on common needs of people, and they are serving them to all customers. Right? There can be some slight differences, but mostly those products are targeting entire customers of the market. So then in there, that's what we call mass market. Okay? So here first I will give you a few points. You can write down the topic marketing approaches. In there, you can write down the first one, mass marketing. First point, focus on some focus on all consumers of the market. All consumers of the market. Then second point, serve for common needs. Serve for common needs. And you can write those examples. Soap, toothpaste, those kind. In the salt, sugar, those also. Then we have second one, segment approach, segment marketing. Here, what is happening? All the customers in the market, we are going to divide them into different segments, right? So those, how to divide into segments, we will be learning later. I will tell you some examples, maybe based on gender-wise, age-wise, income-wise, or maybe the society status-wise, right? Based on those different factors, we can divide customers into different segments, or maybe even location-wise, right? So then once we divide those customers into different segments, we are going to decide to which segments that we are going to serve. So here we are not going to produce product for all customers. Rather than that, we are going to select few segments based on the profitability that we have. Right? Or based on the type of the product we produce, we are going to select few segments. Right? So then that's what segment is. We are going to categorize customers into segments. You can write down this point. We are going to categorize customers into segments. For example, based on age, gender, educational level. examples we will be learning that later, but for the moment you can just write down examples based on age, gender, income level, then location, social status, then second point you can write organizations will be offering products. Organizations will be offering products to selected several segments. So now in mass one, we are not going to here mainly based on those different segments. We are going to coming up with different products. That means even though it's the same product, we will be introducing it with some modifications depend on the segment type. Okay? In mass marketing concept, we are not going to consider about differences of people. We will be producing same product and we are offering the same product to every customer. Right? Again, customers are on a type even though they have different preferences, still we are going to produce same product and offer it to everyone. Right? If you consider about salt, we offer to everyone same type. Right? There are no that much of differences. Right? Even toothpaste also same. Company wise there can be differences, but still product is same. But here what we are going to do, we are going to identify what are the differences of customers. So based on those differences, we are going to segment them. We are going to categorize them. Then in relevant to those each category, we are going to modify our product. That's what's happening here. And we may not be offering to every segment. If you have a customer, we are not going to offer. We will be selecting few segments. And even though we are offering to several segments, product may not be same. We do differences to the product depend on the type of the segment. Okay? Now, for example, let's say in terms of social class, we can divide customers into different segments, different categories. There are people with high income level, then maybe middle class people, then lower class, likewise income level wise, or the social class wise, we can divide customers into different categories. Then based on that, we can modify our product. For example, let's say when it's come to vehicles or maybe car manufacturing companies, they do produce product which is relatable for people who are in economic class, so maybe the middle level class. Same company, they do produce vehicles which are suitable for high income level people. So they will produce luxury vehicles as well. And on the other hand, they will produce sport type vehicles for those type of customers. And they again, within the same company, same product, but they do some modifications depend on the type of the segment. Right? Even gender wise, we do differences. When it's come to clothing manufacturing companies, we do that. Right? So that's what we call segment marketing. That means we identify differences of customers. Based on that, we categorize them. Then depend on that category, we are going to do some modifications to the product. Mass එකේදී අපි modifications කරන්නේ same product එක හැම customer කෙනෙක්ට දෙන්නේ. මේකෙදී අපි products changes, slight changes කරනවා depend on the type of the segment. So you can write down that point as well. What we have written either. Have we second point. To the same, you can write there will be slight to the same point. There will be slight changes. There will be slight changes to the same product. Same product based on the type of the segment. You can write example. Example, car manufacturing company. Car manufacturing company producing using a luxury economy and sport vehicles. Sport vehicles based on customer income level. Then third one we have niche marketing. So in niche marketing, now here in segment marketing, we divide the marketing to different segments and we are going to reach to several segments. Niche marketing means we are going to select one segment or a small number of customers. Right? So it we call focus marketing as well. So rather than serving to several segments, we are going to select one. Right? Now, for example, here in segment marketing, we may be serving to all income level customers, right? That means the high class, middle class, lower level. Likewise, we do serve everyone. But in niche marketing, we are going to only focus on consumers who are highly earning. That means high class level people only we are going to produce product. Right? That's we call niche marketing. Or maybe another example, we are going to focus only on customers who prefer healthy products. Or maybe we are going to only focus on elderly people. And we are going to serve them. That's we call niche marketing. Right? So the meanings there, we are going to focus on small or specific segment. You can write down example there, niche marketing. Examples, serving luxury products. Luxury products to high income level consumers. Another example, vegan products to help vegan products to health focus consumers. Health focus consumers. Now, for example, this bloom and butterflies, right? In Sri Lanka, we do have. They are only producing products which are relevant to kids, right? Mainly kids, and also those are all the products which are relevant to kids and pregnant young mothers. So mainly they are marketing, the marketing concept, they are focuses on targeting parents, right? So likewise, they have selected only that customers and they are offering products in relevant to that, right? Something like that. Then micro marketing in the sense, here we are doing tailored product, or we call them based on individual customer needs, we are going to change our product. Okay? So in segment marketing, we are not going to consider individual things, right? Rather than we consider entire segment. So then to the entire segment, we are going to produce. Here also we are selecting a few customers and then based on that we do the produce. Here we do consider individual customer needs. Based on individual preferences, we are going to customize. That's we call micro marketing. For example, when it's come to specifically clothing, now there are we can customize our clothes, right? There are fashion designers, so then the people who are engaged with, in that field, we can tell them what sort of a design we want. Then based on the design that one, they will be tailoring. Okay? So that's what we call micro marketing. Even some vehicles, when we request them, we can change the design for maybe the function. Sometimes we can customize, that option is there. So if they do customize according to individual preferences, that's micro. So that's the meaning. Here the meaning is given. You can write down another point in there, micro marketing. Customization of products. Customization of products based on individual preferences. Examples you can write clothes. ඊළඟට ඔය තියෙන්නේ ගොඩක් small business කරන අය mugs විකුණන mugs අනිවාර්ය decorations arts කරන ඒවා and photo frames. Right. Then those are how we can reach to different customers. What are the different ways available? Then here we have three main points: segmentation, targeting, and positioning. So segmentation, now you already know segmentation in the sense the entire market. We are going to divide into different categories based on some common characteristics, maybe age, maybe gender, maybe location, income level, likewise. Based on those unique characteristics, we are going to divide them into categories. That we call segmentation, right? Then targeting in the sense, once we categorize into those different segments, we are not going to serve them all. We are going to select few segments to serve based on our product type and whether those segments are profitable or not. Depend on those kind of different characteristics, we are going to select few segments to serve. That's we call target, right? So first we categorize entire market into different categories. Then we are going to select few among them, few for one, based on our product type, company resources, profitability. We are going to select few. That's we call targeting. Okay? Then positioning in the sense, once we select our target market to whom that we are going to serve, we are going to position our product in those customers' mindsets. Positioning in the sense, we are going to communicate them what is our product, what are the values it has, what are the benefits it has. Likewise, we are going to position our product benefits in customer mindset. That's we call positioning. Okay? That means simply we are going to reach out to them. That's what we call positioning. Okay? So here we do consider, we do first decide what is our product. Then we will be communicating what are the values and benefits of our product, and what are the advantages that our product has in comparison to competitors. Those things we are going to communicate. That's we call position. Okay. So then this is what the meaning of segmenting, targeting, and positioning. So in that assignment also, what you have to do is this. I will explain later. Here the meanings are given. You can just write down this one, positioning. Positioning in there, write down meaning. Company try to position product image in customer mind. එතන මේක ප්‍රොඩක්ට් එකක් තියෙනවා, මේ ප්‍රොඩක්ට් එකේ මේ benefits තියෙන්නේ කියලා කස්ටමර්ගේ ඔළුවට මේක තමයි අපි positioning කියන්නේ. And also in the market we are trying to grab some market space. That's what we call positioning. Okay. So here we do, you can write down what we do there. First one, under positioning, design the product. Second one, communicate. Second one, communicate benefits. Benefits and values of the product. Third one, highlight advantages of product. Advantages of product in compared to competitors. So here I will tell you one example. So let's say we are going to segment the entire market in terms of first age. So we are going to identify kids, teenagers, And then adults likewise. Then gender-wise, male, female. Then the income level, over. Then location, so based on different categories, we are going to identify different segments, right? In terms of age, there are 3 segments. In terms of gender, we do have 2, income level 3. In terms of location, we identify urban people and rural areas, right? So then that is what we call segment. We are going to categorize them into different categories. Then targeting, in the sense, we are going to decide whether we are going to serve all these people or else whether we are going to select few. So in terms of age-wise, our company is going to consider only teenagers. We are going to target only teenagers, right? Gender-wise, we will be considering both male and female. Then income level-wise, we are going to consider middle level and high income level people. And location-wise, only we are going to consider urban people, main cities, right? So then that's our target. Once we divide the segments, we are going to identify, we are going to target, we are going to offer our products to teenagers who are both male and female, who are living in urban cities with income level of either high level income or middle level. So that's our target market, right? Then positioning, in the sense, based on the target market that we have selected, we are going to coming up with our product. Let's say we produce clothes here. So then we will be producing our clothes. Then we are going to communicate them. These are the clothes. Likewise, we are going to communicate them through different marketing methods. That's what we call positioning, right? So they will get aware about our products. They will have a sort of image about our products in their mindset. That's what we call positioning. Okay? So that's what those 3 are. You can write down this example. First, these are the segmentations. Then you can write under targeting. We are going to, first you can write down this under segment 2. Then under targeting, you can write. So this is segmenting. Under targeting, you can write company will be serving to teenagers. Teenagers who are living in urban areas. high or middle level income. So then how we can communicate benefits, values of products, what are the different ways? Over some customer theater, how you got to know about product details, product benefits, values, and methods, advertisements. Can be TV commercials or else any newspaper, leaflet, media advertisements. And sometimes if you go to different company websites, they do mention their value propositions. That means what are the values they do deliver to their products. You can see separately they do mention these are the value propositions. If a customer reach to the website, then through that also we can, and even through slogans they have, through that also we can reach to customers, right? So if someone in KFC can got the slogan. So අන්න ඒ වගේ එක අපේ ඔළුවේ තියෙනවා because they are communicating it through advertisement and everything. So then through slogans also we can communicate other values, right? So slogan, advertisements, value propositions, maybe any other different marketing campaigns. Sometimes they do some personal marketing methods they use, right? So through them we can reach to people. That's how we do positioning. Okay? So on the positioning, you can write those examples, advertisements. Advertisements, slogans. Then influencers, celebrities, we can use them. So in that assignment, what you have to do now, you are going to select a product. Then you have to show how you are going to do segmenting like this. Then mention what is your target market, to whom that you are going to provide that product. Okay. In there, you can explain why you select your target market, and then you can mention how you are going to position your product. So in there, you can mention about values and benefits of your product. So that's what you have to include in the assignment. Then you can write down this topic, characteristics of effective segment. Means once we divide into different segments, we are going to select only few of them. So when we are selecting, we do have to consider about these characteristics, right? First one is measurable. Measurable in the sense we should be able to identify or we should be able to measure the segments. Right? Now, for example, in the earlier case, I told you we can first divide in terms of age. We divide kids, teenagers, adults. Right? So then we should be able to know how many kids are there in that entire customer base. How many teenagers are there? ඒ වගේ අපිට measure කරන්න පුළුවන් වෙනවා size එක. Size of the segment, that's what we call measurable. Right? we should be able to know what is the size of the segment, profile of the segment. Kochara pinna. Gender wise now, male kochara pinna, the female kochara pinna, in terms of numbers or percentage. Right? So then only we can reach to the market. That's what we call measurement. That means ability to measure the size of the segment in terms of numbers or as a percentage. Exact amount away, but assumption we should be able to measure. Okay. So you can just write down that measurable first one. Measurable meaning ability to measure size, purchasing power of the selected segment. For example, you can write how many female and male customers. Then second one we have accessible. That means once we select the target customers for the segment, we should be able to access to them. That means we should be able to reach them and serve them, right? So there should be, that means it should be easily, we can distribute our product or whether we can easily communicate our product values to them. That's what we call accessibility, right? Ability to easily distribute and communicate our product details as well as products. What we call accessible. So especially if we are selecting our target customers as rural area people, then we need to know what sort of communication methods to use. Now, in comparison to urban people, we can use social media platforms. Those things we can refer. But when it's come to those who are in rural areas, sometimes they may not have access to internet or social medias, then we have to coming up with different methods how to reach them, right? So then ability to, and even distribution methods also says, right? Even if we are going to do online delivery, it may be possible in urban areas, but may not be in rural areas. So we have to think about how to distribute our products. So then that's we have to consider, that's we call accessibility. You can write down that. Means ability to distribute products. Distributes products and reach customers. So when we are selecting a segment, we should select one which we can access based on our product. Then substantial, third one. Substantial in the sense market segment that we are selecting should be profitable enough to serve, and also it should be large enough to serve. Right? So if we are selecting a very small segment, then sometimes there is a risk of not having enough profit. So when we are selecting the one, it should be profitable enough and also it should be large. Okay. So that's we call substantial. You can put it there. Segment should be large and profitable. In differentiable in the sense, segments should have different features, different characteristics. Right? If we consider about male versus female, their preferences are different. Then if we consider kids, teenagers, their preferences differ, purchasing power differ. So those differences should be there to effectively reach them and design products accordingly. That's we call differentiable. So we can write that. I mean, market segments should have different characteristics. Different characteristics. You can write examples, preferences, purchasing power, then last one, actionable. Actionable in the sense, now once we select the segment, we should have enough capacities to reach them. That means we should have enough resources, capabilities to serve them. That's we call actionable. Then segment එක select කරගත්තට පස්සේ අපි ඊට product එක ඒගොල්ලන්ට product එකක් ඒගොල්ලන්ට ඕන විදිහට හදාන්න පුළුවන් වෙන්න ඕනේ. මේ product එක ඒගොල්ලන්ට දෙන්න පුළුවන් වෙන්න ඕනේ. That's we call actionable. That means whether we have the capacity to put our idea into action to reach that customer. So that you can write actionable meaning whether the company is having enough resources and capabilities to serve the segment. To serve the segment. For example, let's say we have selected high income level people, right? That's the segment that we have selected. But so for the high income people, they do consider about quality of products. So they are not that much considering about the price. They may be considering about the brand as well as the quality. So then we have to provide them luxury products. To that we have to have resources, quality resources. So if our company is not having quality resources, quality technologies, or talented workforce to produce those luxury products, then we will be a failure, right? So based on, that's what it said, based on the segment we have selected, whether we have enough resources to produce that product. Okay, then up to this point, we have learned different marketing approaches and then those three segment targeting and positioning. Okay. Any questions? This point. Then we'll have a break. Right, we will start the next one. Here we have segmentation variables of the consumer market in the sense when we are going to divide into different segments, what are the different bases that we consider? That's what I have already told you. Few, for example, age, gender. Likewise, we can categorize those factors into different categories, right? So here we have geographic, demographic, psychographic, and behavior. Right? In terms of these bases, we can categorize customers into different segments. So first, you can write down the topic. Here, geographic, we can identify segments. Then demographic factors in the sense age, gender, education level, lifestyle, income level, those are the demographic factors. Then factors in the sense in terms of your motivation, then personality, attitudes, perceptional wise, we can divide. Then the behavioral in the sense how you behave according to that we can categorize. So here I will give you a small activity to do. Find out in terms of these categories how we can segment people. I told you some examples now. So you can search more. Now, for example, when it's come to geography, what are the factors sensitive? So find out what are the geographic factors that we consider for segmentation and what are the examples, real world examples. And again, in terms of demographic, what are the factors and what are the real world examples. We can discuss with each other and find out these factors, then I will discuss. Okay, in terms of geographic, mainly, as I told you, we can categorize maybe, what are the areas that we cover, whether it's cities or rural areas, or in terms of district province wise, or maybe in terms of climate wise, also we can consider. So, what are the real examples that you may consider? Clothes. Yes, so depending on the climate, we can differentiate what are the products we provide, right? So especially in Sri Lankan context, when it's come to those more those areas, what we wear versus here, there is a difference like that. In other countries, they do have seasonal differences, those also we can consider. And also, in terms of rural and urban areas, sometimes the fashion differences are there. The foods that they prefer can be differ, right? Then even the other products that they use can be differ. So then based on that, we can differentiate our products, right? Yes, that is geographic. Demographic, mainly our demographic factors. It include age, gender, educational level, income level, lifestyles, those things. And so, what are any other any real examples? We have discussed a few. Income level. Yes, for high income people, they prefer say products with high brand name, while others maybe quality, more towards quality, and they consider about price. That's there, and lifestyle also. Last week also we have discussed in terms of lifestyle. Some people prefer minimalistic, while some people they prefer luxury. That's there, and then age gender wise, obviously there are differences. Then psychographic include mainly our personality differences, perceptional differences, attitudes. What are the examples? Maybe motivation level differences. We can sometimes personality wise, specifically services we can identify relevant to this. Now, if we say one of the personal trait that we are having is we can be the extroverted or introverted, right? Extroverted means people who are social outgoing, while introverted mean opposite of that. So some services can be there. We can cater to extroverted people, while some services we can cater to introverted. Right? So based on that, we can do differentiation. Even for products also, there can be from personality attitudes that can be behavioral in the sense how they are going to behave towards a product. That means how often they purchase products, those kind of things. What have you found out any examples? So how often they product, how often they purchase, and also what are the things they seek when they are purchasing the product. That means to be quality, price, ingredients, convenience, that those kind of things. Thanks. Right. So for that also we can customize maybe our products according to what customers are expecting. Whether it's convenience, whether it's quality, right? Especially when it's some clothes also. Some clothes are there. Some people maybe prefer convenience over quality or maybe the price. Okay? Even some products are there, and some people on the behavior we consider how often they use. Some products we tend to use usually, while some products are there that we tend to use time to time depend on the needs that we are having. So based on that also we can think about how to select the segments. Okay. So you can note down those points under geographic and demographic. I hope you have written examples. For psychographic, it includes mainly personality, that includes social values, one example, let's say, even if we consider about movies or music industry, these psychographic factors can highly impact that. So normally to which type of music we listen to or which type of movies that we would like to watch can be depend on our personal values, our personalities. Right? So then those who are engaging those industries can consider about those filmmaking industry or music. Then the behavioral you can write. Benefits seen by the consumer, one factor. Benefits seen by the consumer. Benefits in the sense within brackets you can write quality, convenience, features. Second factor, usage. Usage of the product. Usage in the sense whether it is often, rare. Right. Then next part we have included segmentation profiles. That means once we divide segments based on any of these characteristics, we are going to create a profile about each segment. Profile in the sense it's like a detailed description about each segment. So we are going to include what are the characteristics, needs, preferences of each segments. Right? Now here, for example, I told you, yeah, this is one example I have given you. Now these are different segments that we have. Right? So then we are going to create profile for each these segments. So in terms of age-wise, we are going to coming up with more details. So we have first identify in terms of age-wise. We categorize this segment, kids, teenagers, and adults. Then we are going to find out how many kids are there, what is the percentage. How many teenagers are there, what is the percentage. How many adults. Then these kids, teenagers, and adults in terms of geographical area, whether they are located in urban cities or maybe in rural areas. Then how many are living in urban, how many are living in rural. Likewise, we will be coming up with more details in relevant to each segments. Then by using those information, we create the profile. That's what we call segmentation profile. Right? Now, for example, you prepare CVs. So in your CV, normally you include all the details relevant to you. So in there, you are going to include your personal information, qualification, educational, professional, experiences, then your skills, abilities, likewise, it's your profile, right? Your personal profile. Something like that. We do create profile for each segments by including information relevant to them. So when we are creating that profile, we can consider these different factors. Right? So that's what the meaning of segmentation profile. That means it's simply a profile or the detailed description of each segment. So we will be including in terms of numbers, percentage, we are going to include information. So that is helpful for marketers to identify which type of product to produce and how to market it. So that's what we call segmentation profile. So we will be including this information there. Then this is also same as what we have discussed the first slide. It is same. Here undifferentiated mean mass marketing, differentiated mean segment, concentrated mean niche, and micro market. Same side. Then you can note down this one, breadth of market coverage. This is also linked with approaches, marketing approaches. So here the meaning is how many segments that we are going to serve. So how many segments that we cover, that's we call breadth of market coverage. Right? So once we divide into different segments, a segments වලින් කොච්චරක් අපි cover කරනවද කොච්චරකට serve කරනවද කියන තමයි breadth of market coverage mean. So in there we do have broad coverage and narrow coverage. Broad coverage means if we are going to cover many market segments, we call it broad. Narrow means we are going to cover only few or one specific segment. කියන්නේ broad coverage එකට ගොඩක් වෙලාවට එන්නේ segmentation approach, mass approach එක. Narrow coverage එකට එනවා niche marketing and micro marketing. So under the topic, you can first write down first point, meaning how many market segmentations company is going to cover. Right, then you can write down in there we have two, broad coverage and narrow coverage. Then you can first write down broad coverage there. Companies serving to many different market segments. for the entire market. The entire market. So you can write down within brackets mass marketing and segmented marketing. Those approaches comes under this mass marketing and segmenting. In narrow coverage, narrow coverage in serve to a specific or small market segment. It includes mainly niche marketing and even micro marketing. So for broad coverage examples, you can consider those shoe manufacturing companies like they are focusing, they are targeting different types of customers, even luxury, high income people, middle class people, sports, even the Unilever products, even Manji Melbourne, remember the text. And mostly clothing shops, not limited. They are covering broad, like both male, female, all gender, age types. And, narrow could be some companies can be there only focuses on producing healthy products or maybe only to produce the kids, right? If that kind of companies are there which focus on niche market or small type of consumers, that comes under narrow. I think here or not it's discussing about position. Okay? So up to now we discussed mainly segmenting part. Then here positioning. So positioning, I told you, positioning means once we select the target market, we are going to position our product in their mind. That's what we call position. That means we are going to put to their mind, we to produce this kind of product. These are the values, these are the benefits. Likewise, we are going to attract them. That's what we call positioning. So in there, some errors are there, which we have 4 errors. So you can just write down the topic positioning errors. So here what we will be doing mainly, we are going to communicate information about product. That's what comes under position. So under positioning mean if we are not clearly mentioning about the product details, if we are not clearly communicating product values and benefits, we call it under positioning. That means we are giving lack of information. There are lack of information, which we call under positioning. Right? For example, let's say we are introducing a new product, like maybe a beverage. So we just through advertisement, we just tell customers this is the product name, price, company, all details given. But we are not mentioning what are the ingredients or what are the benefits of the product. Likewise, we are not giving those important details. Then that's we call underposition. That means we are not giving all the information required to customer. That's we call underpositioning. You can write down that first error, underpositioning. Meaning providing lack of information to consumers about the product. Example, you can write in an advertisement. It does not mention about the benefits of the product. Right now, normally, sometimes we have met with sales people, right? Those who are doing personal face-to-face sales. So let's say one salesperson came to your home to sell something, right? So then that person is talking about the product. So they are telling all the things, what is the product, what is the price, how you can purchase it, likewise, all the things they are telling without telling benefits of it. What is the usage? That means a customer may not get proper idea regarding why they should buy it, what is the purpose. So if they are, that's what we call underposition. Right? They are giving a lack of information. Then overpositioning means they are going to give information, but specifically in relevant to one area. That means mainly their product may be focuses on one specific segment, right? Or maybe they are only talking about one area of the product. For example, let's say they are providing information only about the product features or something like that. That means without focusing on, or let's say, let's talk about one product. They are only focusing about how luxury is that product, right? So rather than focusing about other benefits, other usage, they are only highlighting how luxury the product is. So likewise, they are giving information only relevant to one specific area of the product. In relevant to that area, they do give over information by missing out other points. That's we call overposition. Right? So they are going to highlight one specific area of the product rather than focusing on all. So you can write down that over positioning. There I down provides information provide information of the product. Provide the information of the product in a very narrow or limited way. In a very narrow or limited. So under positioning, you are not going to provide, let's say, none of the information about the usage. In over positioning, you are going to provide information relevant to one specific area while missing all others. For example, let's say maybe a smart watch or something, maybe some luxury watch. So they are highlighting in the advertisement mainly about how luxury is, rather than talking about the practical use. So then those people who are having high income level, they would like to buy it because they are not considering about the practical usage. They are consider luxury, how luxury it is. So then we can attract that kind of customers, but not the middle or lower income level people. Because for middle and low income level people, they may need to know how what is the practical usage of it, rather than how luxury it is. So then we will be missing out, or we will lose those type of customers while we can attract only few specific customers. So this is ideal if we are only going for a niche market. Right? So if we are only considering about high income level people, then we can go for having over positioning will be fine. But if we want to target the entire market, if we only focus on talking about the luxury part of the product rather than talking about the practical usage, then we will miss out some of the customers. You may not be able to attract some of the customers. So in there you can write down the example. A company is highlighting only about the only about how luxury is the product. While missing out practical usage. Then we have a confused positioning, the third one. Confused positioning means they are giving you confused information, which are not linked with each other, some conflicting information, right? So for example, ඒගොල්ලෝ advertise කරන මොකක්ද product එකක් ඒගොල්ලෝ කියනවා මේ product එක cost effective, price අඩුයි, හැබැයි premium features නුත් තියෙනවා. So normally we know if we are going for a premium features, the price will be high. Right? අපිට Netflix හරි ඔය මොනවා හරි ඒ වගේ අපි premium package එකට යන්න නම් there will be a high price package, right? So if you want to get premium features, you have to pay high. Unless if you are going for a free, then you don't have to pay. So if they are if they are marketing some product or service by telling it include premium features and also price is low, then customer will be confused, right? How we can get premium features for low prices. Likewise, they are giving you confused information which are conflicting with each other. කියන ප්‍රොඩක්ට් එක ලාභයි හැබැයි මොනවා හරි ඒක තව කන්ටෙන්ට් එකේ ගොඩක් දේවල් ඉන්ක්ලූඩ් වෙලා තියෙනවා. ඒක අනිත් වගේ they are giving you some confusing information that we call confused positioning. So you can write down that marketers providing conflicting information. Conflicting information. Example, you can write advertising a product. Advertising a product by highlighting it is premium as well as budget friendly. Premium and budget friendly. Then last one, doubtful positioning. Here, doubtful positioning means they are giving unrealistic information, right? Which we cannot believe. So that kind of, if we do marketing or advertisements like that, that's we call doubtful positioning. So for example, if we consider about cream cosmetics, so if we in the advertisement it says if you use this specific cosmetic product, you can get whitening skin within 1 day. And again, some unrealistic information they are providing. That's we call doubtful positioning. So you can write down that doubtful positioning, providing unrealistic information. Providing unrealistic information. Examples I can write. Advertising a cosmetic product. Advertising a cosmetic product by highlighting consumer can get whitening skins within 1 night. So then those are the errors. Under positioning කියන්නේ informations සම්පූර්ණයෙන් දෙන්නේ නැහැ ඒගොල්ලෝ informations අඩු වෙන්න එක. Over positioning කියන්නේ එක area එකක් විතරක් highlight කරනවා අනික miss out කරලා. Confused කියන්නේ දෙන information එකට එකක් match වෙනවා. Doubtful කියන්නේ unrealistic information. So when we do advertisements, marketing campaigns, face-to-face advertisement, marketing, those are the errors that we can fix. Then remaining ones we'll discuss after the break. So any questions? Then I will discuss the remaining after that. We'll see, most probably we'll be starting the part of next lesson. Then I can go to the lunch. Before that, I'll give you 10 minutes.